let me tell you about the supplies that are in it. We've got the really chunky base. Then our color palette is just so much fun and popping. Bright pinks and pink green like a chartreuse. And then here we've got a black stripes. It's always a winning combination, one of my favorite ribbons to use, especially in the summer. This is our inspirational floral that we're using. And we're calling it the inspiration because that's where we get our whole palette from here. Notice it's got the darker yellow, which works really good for summer with that touch of orange. We've got some pink in there. And then we've got cream. That works great. And this stem also has some good greenery on it. Then we are going to keep it pretty simple on the floral because it's all about the bow on this one. We've got fishtail fern in the light green and then some beautiful green berries. The next thing we need to do is put a hanger on this. I know on this wreath, like any wreath, if there's a janky part you don't like this is a little slimmer right here, I can take and make sure that this is all going to be covered by the bow or the foam or whatever you're putting on there. So I know that's good to go. So grab your awl, and we'll flip this around, and we're going to put the hanger on it. This has a little brown section here. They have a wire frame inside. You don't have to put hangers on stuff. I always think it's really professional and finished that way. So I'm going to push it in, and I'm just going to try to turn it and grab it. I'm getting it this time. There it goes. Okay. Now, I'm just going to pull it through a little. And we'll have this side through. And I like to grab the other wire on the other side. Put the other side through. So I don't know how far over it is. I want to find it. Oh, I found it already, I think. It's right here. Okay. So we'll just take this in and do the exact same thing. Make a little hook. Like this, a little U. And go back in here. All right. And then just twist it so it comes over the wire. Make sure you caught the wire. I did. All right, so I'm under the wire on both sides, and I just want to make my own little hanger by pulling these out. The hanger can come up above on this wreath because we're going to have florals, so we will be fine. Okay, and remember, I'm not just grabbing vine. I have gone around that wire inside. That's literally the most important part. Trim that off. And it had to shift over a little bit. But our hanger is on there, and she's ready to hang now. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Probably about 3 inches wide. And I know it's going to go right up the middle. So I wanted to try to get it closer to the top. So I'm good with that. It's hanging on the hanger. Now what we've got to do is get it in here and get it secure. So grab some floral pins and a whole bunch of glue in your glue pot. We don't need glue way up here. It's only going to be glued on right here, okay? Maybe right here. So that's from about here down. So I can take and just take my dowel to it. Get a lot of glue on there. You want a liberal amount. Okay? And that's how we'll secure it to the front. You're just going to wiggle it in, like get it right up that middle. Okay? And now you're going to go in with your floral pins. I'm going to dip them in glue. I'm going to come from all angles, and my goal is to grab some of the wreath and then into the foam. Pushing it in. So it's every piece is going into the wreath, but I'm grabbing some of that foam to help secure it. Now, the nice thing about getting the little piece of the foam on here is that it allows you to get it off the wreath a little bit, but still be able to have things kind of with some dimension coming off. So my little piece is on there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cover the back of the foam right now because I know that you will see that from the back, okay? So I'm going to grab some Spanish moss, and we're just going to take a little of that and just make a little flat piece here to just go on the back. And then it's nice and camouflaged. No glue yet. I'm just making a little flat pancake. Okay? Here and here. And I'm just going to put a couple pins in there from behind. You cannot see it. But then that is all nice and clean from the back, or I don't have to come back and do that. Now, I'm not going to put any moss anywhere else yet. I'm going to make my design and then come back, fill in any holes that I need to with it. Okay? But now it looks a lot better from the back, all camoed. Alrighty, the bow is going first in this time, and then this design is going to come together really quickly. So we already made our bow, but instead of attaching it just by the cable tie in the back, we're going to take a wire. This is an 18 gauge wire, and I'm going to come right through the center of the bow, okay, just where we have our green cable tie already. And now I'm going to just do one twist back here. So it's holding it, and I just made my own little U-pin to go into the foam right here. I twisted it and made my own little U-pin. I'm going to cut it equal. To make sure that holds on, I'm going to now bring the cable tie through the middle. So instead of attaching this to it, I just brought that wire to the center because this is a big heavy bow, and if I just attach it by the cable tie, it might flop down. So I'm going to try to control that a little bit by putting the wire through the middle of the bow. I'm trimming that off. I'm going to make these equal. And then I feel like my U-pin is kind of wide. I spread it out a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, now when I go into the foam, I don't want to go all the way to the top. I don't want to go to the bottom. I'm going right in the center. And I do have to have glue on that pin we just made. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Lots of glue, lots of glue. I'll even put some glue on the back. So we've got glue everywhere. Okay, right to the middle. Just going straight up and down. Yep, went in great. We have 3 of these stems. And because I do want some length on them when we make our cuts, I'm going to cut here and then cut here. And this one will have the shortest cut, and I will cut it right here. Okay, I need some length, but we have kind of solved any issues by really paying attention to how we did that foam when we did the foam. This also has a good stem to use for a hanger, so hold on to that good stem. I always like to point that out when they do have a good one. Now, what I want to do first is start with my first piece right up the middle. And for that, I want to pop some of the white and pink. So I'm going to use the top part of the stem that has the nice white and pink. And that's going to go right here. It's going to go in the background, so it's kind of going at the back of the foam. All right, we're going to pop that one in right here and pop her right in the center. Beautiful. Okay. We have a little bit of yellow, so I'm going to bring in some yellow off to one side, kind of sticking in the midline a little bit. So this one has that beautiful summery yellow. Shake hands with these picks, get everybody in their own little space. Now I'm going to bring this one a little more forward and tighter to the bow, so coming in right here a little shorter, but definitely going out to the right. Okay, and then we need one going to the left. And this is the shorter one with the white and pink. Let me just trim it down a little bit. It's a little bit long. All right, and you're going to move back on the foam just a little bit, so you're not quite in as tight as this one, but you're right over here, a little bit higher. These have a great greenery, so we want to make sure we're working that and shaping it up. They have a lot going on in each stem, so you've got to be careful that you are not just shoving them in, or you will have a big mess. It won't look clean and neat. And I want you to leave a little hole in the center because we're going to put berries there. All right, we're going to work below the bow now. So I'm going to bring it back up. Start with your longest stem with the white. Whoever you got cut the longest, this one is the longest. And we're going to have her kind of come right down the middle. So spread apart your bow, find that mid zone of the bow, and run this just right in front of that piece of fishtail you already put in. It needs to be shorter than it, okay? So it's going in right here. See the fishtail behind it? That's what we're going for. Now this one will be shorter, so the bloom needs to come back a little, and I'm going to work between these layers of the ribbon. Yep, perfect. Excellent. This works over here. So when you just take a little time with all this placement, you will be happy. Because it won't look crowded, and it's looking really nice and placed as you come across that bow. All right, let's get this guy in. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? love it. I love that yellow tight to the bow. Okay, so we work top, we work bottom. We've got stuff popping out of this bow. We're accomplishing exactly what we want. We've got the layers in here working, which is just so fun. Now, what I want to do is I've got to get a little bit of floral on either side of the bow. So I'm going to bring her back down, and we're going to work here in these zones, okay? So in here, we're going to kind of work straight in the middle. And I've got a couple of pieces left. I've got 3 pieces left. The thing is, if I add a yellow, you know the yellow would look great over here because it would make a triangle. So we're going to do that first. Over here on the right. And it doesn't have to be like front and center. I'm going to tuck it between these layers of the bow. You got to get in there and get beyond because I got to make sure it's going to pop out of the bow enough. So those now popped in 3 around the bow. Perfect. Got our little curl of ribbon. We got our tails going. I'm going to bring this other curl out. I mean, it's looking good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use these with no big bloom. I'm going to take the big bloom off of them and just use them with just the stems themselves. And we're going to use those as filler in here, just right on either side where we put this piece of greenery. So right here, this is going to come out from the side, okay? This is more in the background. It's kind of coming out like this in between these 2 greeneries. Just because this has such a great greenery, but we don't need any more flowers out here. We did our flower thing. This is really all about lines. And once you start perfecting this, you're going to love it because it's really all about the bow and just making sure you get this nice and lush. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so pretty, y'all. I love it. So our last thing we're going to use this time, instead of twigs or anything like that, we're going to pop a really big pop of berries in. And on these berries, they come on these very long stems, but we want to just utilize this as one big nice chunk kind of. Where I'm going to separate it a little, but the berries are meant to be clustered. So I'm going to take it first and just cut this piece off here, and this one will remain on the long stem so we can use it somewhere else. So you've got this going on right here, okay? Now this long chunk I want to be able to put in really tight to this bow and go in that little area we left open. So something like this. And I want these tighter to the base. Not out here like we normally would, tight to the base. So I just push that in, and what I'm going to do is come from behind now, and I'm going to find that stem and pin it right into this foam. And here it is. It's kind of over to the side. That works out great. And I made sure you cannot pull it out. So here's what happened. Once it's in, here's the foam where my hand is. I grabbed it like this, so it cannot pull out, okay? If they pull it by the berry, it's between a crack in there. All right, and I'll probably put 2 in them just in case. 2 pins in just for safety. Because you know I'm always paranoid. So that is tight to the base. So not out here where everybody's wispy, in tight. All right, now let's put another cluster below. And I'm going to break this down the same way. We're going to leave this little guy long, or on a longer stem. And these are going to be tight. And I want these to go tight to the base and tight to the bow also. So in here, I'm kind of going off to the side. They're like a little treasure, and it may be hard to see. They're like a little treasure in here. Tighter to the bow, though, than I got this one right now. Okay, I'm going to maybe be able to push this one in. But there's a lot in that area, so let's see. I think I can do it. I'm going to trim it a little shorter. It depends how much you got going in there, guys. And you can always glue it in and pin it, like if it wants to not lay flat, because here I don't want this, you know, popping out. I want it to be kind of flat. I can do a combo of both. So that's pushed in, but then this is going to be pinned in a little further down. You can be tricky. You sure can. You're the boss of this stuff. I'm going to pull my little tails in here. Curl that one up too. Just love all this fun curling. So the berries aren't in tight, the bow is out further, you got your yellow line, your white line. I love that. Now we got a couple of these berries that are kind of loose. I think it would be fun just to put them into the top, just using triangle placement a bit. So this one will have to go high, and then we'll put the other one low. The finishing details are totally up to you. If you have like a little hole on the side, you want to pop anything in to cover, you can do that. I'm just going to bring this up here and just kind of elongate that berry cluster from the middle. Perfect. And then for triangle placement, I'll need to put this one right over here. So we kind of got to pop a green berry at the top. Let me move my flower over and we'll go behind. We're celebrating that green in this arrangement because this is supposed to be just killer for the summer, right? Okay, the final detail. You can see here our whole piece. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. The final detail is going to be just that little bit of wispy grass. And you're going to want to use that more to the foreground to break up your flowers that you already have put in. So take a second, poof out the bow. Make sure nothing got, squished in there. You're happy. I think we did really well with the grass and the bow. I think we just need a little more grass up here in between the flowers. So I'm going to take my longer pieces and use it a little bit more towards the foreground. So what I mean by that is we're going to go between the two white flowers behind the berries. So there's some depth we're creating, right? You're going to go in here. Okay. Let's have one in here. Pull that one up, one down. So easy to build in that foam. Celebrate your yellow flowers. Make sure they're showing out. All right. We could have a piece right in the middle. I'm just going to push it up a little bit. I have to keep the stem kind of long. Still about 4 inches, but I want to be able to get past and poof it out around this bow. Yep, just right there. Get your little poppy show. Oh, I love this. I'm going to do one more kind of working opposite it. That one you just put in down below, so we'll poof it up. Keep that stem long. We're going to go right here. So I still have about a 4 to 5 inch stem because there's a big bow you're reaching out from behind. And that looks real, real good. So the key to making this design work is, listen to me, you cannot just shove everything in. You've got to think about your placement. Otherwise, it's going to be struggling without twigs to break it up. You got to take your time and really let each floral have its own zone and work between that bow like we did. Look how beautiful. Stunning, guys. It's stunning.